We're here in Austin, Texas, keeping it weird just for you guys, where Chrysler flew me down to test drive this brand new refreshed 2015 Chrysler 300. But there's a catch. The driving impressions are embargoed until next week, so while I can't tell you how it drives, I can certainly tell you all about it, and that is coming up next on the Fast Lane Car. The big news for the 2015 model, it's all about style. Check it out, a much more in-your-face attitude. And it starts with this grille, 33% bigger. Also, new headlights, new wheels. The middle part of the car remains unchanged, but if you come back here with me, check this out. We've got a new rear fascia with much more corporate design language that Chrysler says matches the 200. I don't see it, but there's this surround here that's very similar to the 200. Overall, it's kind of more elegant, more powerful, and Chrysler would say more stylish. I'll let you decide if they succeeded. Under the hood, I've got some good news and I've got some bad news. Let's start with the good news. The Hemi, 5.7 liters, 363 horsepower, 394 pound-foot of torque. You can also get the Pentastar, the 3.6 liter, but here's the bad news. Because you guys didn't buy enough of the SRT models, it is no longer available in the 300. In fact, less than 1% of these were the almighty SRT. But there is more good news. For the first time, in 2015, you can get both the 8-speed transmission in the Pentastar and in this Hemi. When the manufacturers do these trips for journalists, they do a lot of different waves, and they want to give every journalist in every wave the chance to bring out their impressions at the same time, so they embargo the information. So right now, we're under embargo, but since we want to be first, and we want you to get the scoop first, we do what's called a sneak peek. So while I can't tell you how it drives, I can certainly show you how it drives, and you can listen to how it drives. So, not much traffic here. There's the Hemi. And even though most of these cars are not sold with this Hemi, this car will make a statement. And that statement is, America, gosh darn it, America. Inside, it's also redone. 8.3-inch screen, a new steering wheel, and for the first time in the Hemi, an 8-speed automatic transmission with paddle shifters, which is now controlled by a rotary gear selector, just like in the Ram. Go figure. Let's face it, you really don't need almost 400 horsepower in a family sedan. The Pentastar 3.6 with 300 is plenty for most folks. In fact, last year you could still get the all-wheel drive version of this car in the Hemi, but nobody bought it that way. So this year, if you want all-wheel drive, it's only available in the smaller 3.6 liter. All right, guys, we don't have laundry baskets. We'll leave that to Emmy, but we do have camera bags, and I would say at least 4. Let's face it, it's a ruddy big American sedan with a ruddy big trunk. So if you're into big American sedans, you'll have tons of room in the back. Value-wise, the good news is if you get the entry-level model, the price is unchanged. This Hemi, well, it gets expensive, all the way up to the top of the line, $50,000 all-in, brand new Platinum C. And Chrysler will tell you that with the Pentastar, you get a best-in-class 31 mpg on the highway. This Hemi, I bet you we're gonna get a lot less, and it might be worth it. It drives, I have to beat myself, I can't tell you. I can tell you some other facts about it though. Chrysler believes that they're building, or they'll tell you that they're building, the true American sedan. So this car is kind of all about attitude. It's all about imported from Detroit. And unlike the competition, which of course is the Ford Taurus, the Chevy Impala, the Toyota Avalon, big four-door traditional sedans, Chrysler's selling point is 1, value, according to them, and 2, attitude. So I bet you're wondering how it drives. Well, for the driving impressions, you'll have to come back next week where we're going to match this up against the Ford Taurus and, of course, the Chevy Impala. As always, this is Roman reporting for the Fast Lane Car. Check out tflcar.com for more news, views, and Chrysler 300 reviews. Ciao.